Have you ever met someone who just gets it? Someone who can fix things without instructions, solve problems on the spot, or figure out exactly how to navigate an awkward social situation. It's like they have a built-in GPS for life. That's practical intelligence, or as we will see further, crystallized intelligence and common sense. Intelligence is more than just book smarts as we have seen in the previous 3 videos. You need book smarts too, especially if you want to be a surgeon or write a thesis on the economic implications of faltering supply chains. But practical intelligence is what helps you survive the real world when things get messy, unpredictable, or downright weird. Practical intelligence is often called street smarts, or more appropriately, common sense. It's about using knowledge and skills in everyday situations. It's the ability to take what you know and apply it creatively when there's no manual, no blueprint, and no Google to help you out. In other words, it is a combination using facets of creative intelligence mixed with a bit of emotional intelligence. It's the skill to read the room, understand what's needed, and act on it in the most effective way possible. Think about it. Every job, every relationship, and every social interaction requires some form of practical intelligence. Maybe you don't need to know how to build a rocket, but can you figure out how to talk to your boss after a bad presentation? Can you handle the pressure when your friend starts crying at the dinner table and somehow you need to comfort them without making things awkward? Practical intelligence helps with all of that. It's the glue that holds together your knowledge of how the world works and your ability to navigate it with ease. In fact, studies have shown that practical intelligence can be more predictive of success than academic intelligence in real-world scenarios. That's right. The person who can talk their way out of trouble or find a solution when things go sideways might just be more successful than the person with the highest GPA. Let's bring this to life with some examples. You've probably encountered situations where practical intelligence made all the difference. The fixer. Picture this, you're at a barbecue and the grill breaks down mid-cookout. The steaks are sizzling and everyone's starving. Now, the theoretical genius might pull out a 10-step troubleshooting guide on their phone, but the person with practical intelligence, they'll look at the grill, figure out what's wrong, and jerry-rig it back to life with a paperclip and a piece of string, because they've been in this situation before. The negotiator. Think of the last time you bought a used car. The salesman gives you that charming smile and offers a great deal. But you, with your practical intelligence, see right through it. You ask the right questions, spot the flaws in the deal, and maybe even walk away with a better price, all because you know how to play the game. The social guru, let's say you're at a wedding and it's time for the dreaded speech. The person with practical intelligence isn't the one who's memorized Shakespeare, but they know how to speak with humor, warmth, and just enough humility. They keep the audience engaged and ensure no one is checking their phones. They're not using their IQ to impress, but their emotional intelligence and timing to connect. It's easy to see why practical intelligence is so important, but how do you actually get better at it? The good news is you don't have to be born with it. You develop it. The key is experience. The more situations you encounter, the more you learn about how to handle them. For instance, let's say you work in customer service. The first time a customer screams at you because you missed a shipment or their product's delivered late, you freeze. But after a few years on the job, you develop an instinct for calming down an angry person. You know which words to use, which tone to strike, and how to de-escalate without losing your cool. That's practical intelligence in action, learning from experience and using that knowledge the next time something goes wrong. Even something as simple as walking into a room and quickly gauging who's the best person to talk to about an issue, that's practical intelligence. It's not about knowing everything, but about knowing how to find out what you need when you need it. Now, let's talk about the difference between practical intelligence and academic or traditional intelligence. It's easy to assume that book smarts are the means to a good college and a good job. But if you think about it, we've all met someone with an impressive list of degrees, but who struggles to make decisions in everyday life. They may be experts in their field, but when it comes to navigating social situations or handling unexpected problems, they may be completely lost. On the flip side, practical intelligence might be the key to thriving in situations that no textbook could ever prepare you for. Think of someone who's great at reading the room or knows how to fix a leaking pipe without calling a plumber. That's practical intelligence taking over. So, next time you meet someone who seems to handle every situation with ease, don't be too quick to write them off as just lucky or charming. They've probably got some serious practical intelligence in their back pocket, and they've learned how to use it. And let's face it, That's the kind of intelligence that will get you through life's toughest moments. Not the one you memorize for a test, but the one you learn from experience. So, go out there, take some risks, fail a little, and build that practical intelligence of your own. Because in the end, it's not about how much you know, it's about how well you can use what you've got.